guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe or leave comments below. I will come back to you. Today's video is going about bipolar. It is about being bipolar, and people don't understand what it is really. They think you are actually crazy. Luckily, I know I'm crazy, but it's not fun for people to think that you are crazy. Anyhow, this past Sunday, has been 2 weeks since my boyfriend left me. It started when I got addicted to something. It may be substance abuse, it may be cutting yourself, or other things you can't relate to. And it was just like, fix yourself, and then you can call me. I still am heartbroken. I really miss him. I thought he's the love of my life, but it turns out it actually isn't that way. You can't really make decisions about your future life. So I'm taking day by day now. I didn't realize I am bipolar since I researched bipolar and the signs and symptoms about it. So, what is it really? Why do most of the people you interact with, think you are crazy? It's just, it's you are not crazy. You are okay. You aren't normal, but it's not a decision you make. You don't choose to have a mental disorder or a mental illness. It is not a decision, first of all. It is really an illness or a disorder. So don't think it is your fault that you have it. It is all about the hormones in your brain, like the dopamine and serotonin, and the hormones, they don't work or they don't get secreted enough. So mental disorders are like depression, anxiety, and the fear for going out into the world. I isolated myself for 4 months in my own room. I didn't attend class. I didn't attend work. I'm a third year nursing student, and I'm still trying to keep my head above the water. It is very difficult, really. It is. It is a challenge every day, because the one day you stand up and you feel like you have energy, and the next day you have a down, and that down is really bad. Um, okay, sorry. You don't, first of all, you don't recognize that you have a disease or that there is something wrong with you. But some of the symptoms are you worry all the time, you feel worthless, it feels like you don't mean anything to the world. You feel sad and burned out, and you just want to isolate yourself because you are happier alone than you are in the world because you are afraid of getting hurt. I know I'm afraid of being alone and getting hurt. I don't have friends anymore, so I lost all of my friends. And then I went to a mental hospital, and my boyfriend's dad told him he has to leave me because I'm crazy. Understand the concept about people saying you're crazy. They don't understand. They don't understand the disease. They don't understand why you have it. They just don't believe in it. Because in the older generation of people, they didn't have stuff like that. It was just, if you say you have depression or anxiety, you're like, oh, you have to go to the loony bin, but it's not really a loony bin if it's helping you. I learned a lot. I learned about setting boundaries. I didn't know what it was. I don't didn't know where to put my boundaries. So I got walked all over. It's not a nice feeling. Um, People, they like to use you in a way. I guess that's just how the world works and how people are sometimes. I have a really bad case of OCD. My clothes are black with black and white with white and blue with blue. I don't mix my clothes at all. It drives me crazy. Like my coffee and my tea and my sugar holders, there have to be a precise amount of spaces between, and that spaces must be exactly. I didn't know OCD was a symptom of bipolar. And also, another sign and symptom is you can't sit still. You have to work all the time. That's why I use my hands a lot. At work, I was like, I have to stay busy. I can't just sit here and do nothing. It drives me crazy. It's it's not, I just have to be busy all the time. I have to run around and I have to help people. And I didn't realize that not being quiet, or the fact that you can't just sit and do nothing, is a sign of bipolar. And a lot of this research, it pointed out some things about me I didn't even know. I still have a few things to search for and facts about it. How is it to live with bipolar? It's not easy. Like I said, every day is a new struggle, every day is a new adventure. In day to day differs. You don't feel every day the same, or you feel 3 days like, hyper, everything is awesome, and then eventually the next day you like just want to stay in bed and cry yourself to sleep every time. That's just how it is. It's You can't predict how you feel the next day, and I guess that is one of the cases that people don't understand, where it comes in that you are crazy, where they tell you are crazy because you can't handle your feelings, or you can't handle the way you are going to feel and what you are going to do. So I decided to make a list of things I want to do the next day. It works, it really does. Even though you were like, ugh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to work at it. It's like, but you have to. I know it's difficult to get motivation. I know real, oh my gosh, motivation is like, yeah, it's not there. But it's going with the list. You Every time you do something that you put on the list, you just tick it off and then you feel good about yourself. Really, it does work. And I in a way it changed me, and I'm still in the process of being changing, or changing myself, working on myself. But like I said about substance abuse and addictions, bipolar is known for addictions. People have a tendency to be addicted. It can be either people or a substance, or just liking the feeling of pain. You have to work on it. It is not something you can just stop, but it is taking time. And yeah, I'm like a week now, it's been a week that I'm actually processing and moving forward and not thinking about doing stuff to myself. It it's it takes a lot of mind power to do this, but in the at the end, it is in the best interest of you. You have to think about what is the best interest of you. If you like someone, if they find out about your substance abuse or the use of blades to cut yourself, how are they going to react? Are they going to go away? Or are they going to leave you alone and leave your friendship behind? You have to think about, do you want people in your life, or do you want to be alone? Like your parents, they feel like they are, like they don't have any energy anymore, like you are just a float. And it's not a nice feeling for to know that about your parents, the way how they feel. My dad told me he's afraid of losing me. Either it's going to be physical or it's going to be emotional. And that really broke my heart, because my dad is not a person that talks to you at all. You tell him you love him and he says thank you. Me and my mother were not on a good foot. She's like all overwhelming, and she just, I know she wants the best for me, but it's not nice. I don't have a life. I don't know what it is to live a life. I'm 21 and I don't know how it is to make a decision for myself. I don't know how it feels to live without her saying me what to do and what not to do. My psychiatrist told her she has to stand back, she has to go off just a little bit off my back. And she said, fuck the psychiatrist. So I still don't have a life, even though she talked to the psychiatrist. It still feels like a fuck up. Sorry for my language, but that's the hard truth for me. I have this older sister. We were never one of those siblings that get along well. And I know my family, it's like we're falling apart somehow. And you don't really want that. It's not a nice feeling to have. It's not nice to feel like a disappointment for your parents. And I feel like a disappointment. I feel worthless and I'm ashamed. I'm really ashamed of what I did and how I handle things. I'm ashamed of that I have this disorder because I'm afraid if I tell someone, they're just gonna pack their bags and take off again. That's what happened in the previous times. This year, my best friend, we are 8 years friends now. We know each other for 8 years, and he got a girlfriend. She doesn't like me. She told me to back off because she is now his girlfriend. And we don't talk anymore, and it breaks my heart because he's like family to me. And my mother told me it's my fault that he has a girlfriend and that he moved away from me. When your mother tells you that on your birthday, it fucking sucks. It's not, it feels like maybe it is my fault, but I just want to tell you it's not your fault if people decide to pack their bags and go away. It's not your fault if you don't like someone or love someone in the same way that they love you. You can't help your feelings, you can't help what you feel. That's just an overall summary. it, People must understand everything. They just want everything must go about them and has to go around them. People are pleasers. They like to be pleased. I'm a people pleaser, so if you ask me to do something, I will say yes. That is where setting boundaries come in. And I learned this when I went to the mental hospital. It was like, wow, it's difficult. I'm still trying to set boundaries for myself. And uh, living with it is really hard. I'm not gonna lie about that. Any case, I'm not gonna sit here and talk in front of viewers. Thank you for watching. If you want any more information or you have questions to ask, please comment below and I will try my best to help you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and yeah, you can do it. You really can do it. You just have to keep your mind on it. If you feel like giving up, don't, because it's not yet the end. I know it's a struggle, but you will get through it. We all are. We all are going to get through it. And if I have to walk the road with you to get through it, I will do it. Thank you.